Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rich Miller. I'm an audio engineer, an artist, and I just wanted to go over today some things that I've been thinking about recently about audio, recording, microphone, recording vocals, specifically how to process them, how to go about thinking about processing them, some techniques, um, and to help you kind of develop a really good workflow of how I think about the way that this should be done and some of the pitfalls that I've had in the past, 10 years that I've been doing this. And the one thing that I want to talk about today is that I've always been told, by many good engineers, you kind of want to record low. If it sounds good at a low volume, it'll sound good at a high volume. And over the years, I've had these like kind of lack of consistency of, what my vocals kind of sounded like. And actually achieving like a really high fidelity, clear, and crisp vocal. And I've kind of, like this is my template here in Ableton. I've developed, a kind of system for myself to go about producing and then mixing a track kind of simultaneously so that I can get my ideas quickly down as they come. And doing this over a period of time, over years and years and years. What I've kind of come to realize is that I really want to know what they sound like pretty much at a really high volume first. Let's say, like I have a drum sample and I wanted to be comparable to Drake. Let's just pick like a really good record, or let's pick it like a Drake record. I want to compete with this Drake record, and the drums are hitting very hard, and his voice is really loud and up front, and really well compressed and nicely treated. Well, if you start at like a low volume and try to like treat this, and like, oh, let me like saturate it, and let me try this compression, but you're not actually understanding how this is going to translate in a very, very loud scenario, in a very loud mix, and I feel like you're actually wasting a lot of time when you're not getting the full benefit of slamming it first. This is my idea. Slam it first, and then make it sound good from there, right? Like for my gain staging, for example, at the end of my chain, you can see these 4 buses here. This is where all my drums, my vocals, my music, and my bass come through after they're summed together in their groups. And I use this for just balancing things. But generally, you can hear in mixing that you want to have a -6 kind of peak for your drums. That's a very common philosophy in mixing. Well, my contribution to that is, yeah, -6 is great, and it gives you a lot of headroom to add your vocals, add your music, and balance things out from there. But at -6, I want it to be hitting as hard as possible. Otherwise, just setting my fader at -6 and having the peak stop there, there's a lot of pretty much potential that my drums are not going to be as loud as they could be, or as they should be, or in comparison to a really, hard-hitting song like a Drake record. Okay, so bringing that kind of philosophy together for my vocals, what I wanted to show you guys as I go through this, because I was working on this and I was like, this would be really good content for something like a YouTube video. Just gonna make sure that I'm still. And what I wanted to show you is that this is, you can ignore most of this. Let's just say we have an audio track, and this is my audio track, and there's nothing, we can even just take this off, right? So just a clean audio track here, nothing on it. I'm gonna be recording some vocals, and what I want to do first as I record these vocals, and I want to get them to, okay, another reason why I want to do this is that in music and speaking and actually communication with another human being, you connect with their voice the most, okay? So if you can have your voice as loud as possible and sounding very, very nice, you're going to translate better. In the music, you're going to translate better to other people. You're going to connect better. If you have music that's very, very loud and your voice is very quiet, people are like, I can't hear, I can't understand what he's saying. It's not like, and that's one thing that Drake and his engineers do very well, is that Drake's voice is very, very loud, and it sounds very, very good. So that's kind of the base of what I'm thinking about. I want my vocal take to be very loud. I want it to sound good. So, normally, you know, I've never heard anybody do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to slam it right off the bat. I'm actually just going to put this clipper. I have this vocal in a group. I'm actually going to put this clipper on it. It's going to be it's pretty much as loud as it can get, and you know, my vocals aren't coming in too hot, so this is not like doing some crazy clipping or anything. It's just kind of pushing it to a very, very loud level to start with. I'm not recording at this level, but I want to know what it is when I record this. You know, how's this audio that I'm about to treat gonna react when I really am pushing it? And not only is it gonna react differently because I'm pushing it so hard, I'm actually gonna be able to understand and tell what it is that I'm doing easier, because I'm gonna be able to hear it better. So let me show you an example. That's the basis of what I'm thinking and what I wanted to show you. And now I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm gonna record some audio. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Okay, so now I got some audio. Hey, this is me recording. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm recording this off my USB mic. I couldn't get Streamlabs to pick up my nice, you know, A to D converter microphone, all that, so I'm using a toner USB mic. It sounds very tinny. It's got a lot of top end. It's not the greatest, but it'll be fine for this demonstration. Actually, might work even better. So let's say I got this piece of audio. Hey, this is me recording some audio, and you can see that like without the clipper, this is what it's going to sound like. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in, and you can kind of ignore all my busting. All this is like an audio track that feeds into a group of lead audio tracks, and then I have a vocal group. And then this vocal group is going to my vocal bus that I use for gain staging. But you can kind of ignore that. You can just kind of pay attention to this one right here and then this group here. These are the only two that are being used. Everything else is just empty. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. So you can see with the clipper on it, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Kind of pushing to the ceiling. Hey, this is me recording, and that's my purpose. I kind of wanted to push this to the ceiling, get a little bit of gain reduction, and just kind of max this volume out while I treat it, so that I can hear it better, and then I can understand how, like, if I can make this sound good while it's being pushed, well, then I can make this audio track as loud as it really needs to be in my mix, and having it still sound good. So, I'll show you, you know, like if I were to think about vocal processing in my music productions, I'm gonna think about kind of cleaning it up first. I'm gonna think about compression. I'm gonna think about multiband compression. De-essing, you know, whatever it needs to be done. So sometimes I want to bring out some frequencies in the EQ just to accentuate maybe something that complements my voice or complements a song with my voice. But really, you know, I'm looking for something that sounds rich, something that sounds lush, and I'm gonna do my best to achieve that with the techniques that I know, and I'll show you what that's gonna sound like. The first thing I'm gonna do is actually use an de-esser. Hey, this is me recording some audio, and what I'm actually going to do is hey, this be a little bit annoying and put some S's into this track. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's to show you what this de-esser is going to do. Okay. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's to... So the first thing is, hey, this is me. You can hear very clearly with the clipper on what this is doing. Hey, this is, hey, this is, hey, this is, hey, this is. So now, because you know how loud it is and all that, and I can hear what this plugin is doing, I can now make a better decision. Is this something that I want and need, right? And I can say that, you know what, the audio is more annoying. Hey, this is, without it. Hey, this is. Hey, this is me doing a lot of... Hey, this... Hey, this is me doing a lot of... Hey, this is me doing a lot... Hey, this is me doing a lot of kind of like that there. Hey, this is me doing a lot of. Hey, this is me doing a lot of. Hey, this is me. I know that's gonna be very annoying, but you can see now that I'm like having this boost into the volume, I can hear exactly the differences of what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep this. I think. Hey, this is me. Right around there, with you know, a different type of filtering mode and the frequency at 2500. I felt like here I'm gonna put the default on. I felt like the default was taking a little bit too much top end out of it. It's kind of making it a little bit too dull, and I wanted to keep some of it. Hey, this is me. Hey, this. Hey, this is me. Where I think gripping some of that bottom end out, I'll be able to process that and kind of massage that into something kind of nice. So that's what I'm gonna do here. That's what I've decided, and I've decided that just right off the fly. I didn't pre-plan that, but my ears are picking up fairly easily what's happening because of how loud this is playing back with the clipper on it. So the second thing is I kind of want to introduce some sort of compression, some sort of dynamic control, and some color with my compressor. Generally, what I like to use compressors, different compressors have different types of color, and I personally really like the CO1B for the color, and I'm going to show you something quite interesting. Because of this is so loud, you're going to hear this compressor react really hard. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's. So you can see that if I take the threshold down, the audio pretty much goes away. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's. That's a pretty drastic difference, right? Now, watch when I pull the threshold up and listen for how long that it takes for it to go back to full volume. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's. Okay, so do it again. So full threshold, I'm going to bring it all the way down and just listen for how long that it takes to go back to full volume. Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's. Okay, now that's like a couple of seconds, right? 3-4 seconds. Well, now I can hear what the release is doing. I know exactly how much that release is working. So if I put this back onto now fast, or if I pull this, drag this tube tech release knob all the way to the left and make it faster, you can see now that when I pull the threshold down, hey, this is me doing a lot, and then I do the same test, it comes back very, very quickly. Hey, this is me doing a lot of. Well, I would have never been able to tell how drastic that is with a lowered volume, to be honest. Like, my ears just probably couldn't pick that up as easy. And now my decision might change of how I'm going to treat this, right? Hey, this is me doing a lot of S's to show you what this de-esser is going to do. Okay. Hey, I'm going to actually pull in, I'm going to pull in the other track. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels, I am going to quickly put a gate because this toner is just picking up a ton of background noise. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are. Hey, this is me recording some audio. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in. Okay. So what I kind of did there was just played around. I was honestly just playing around with the knobs. I was looking at this meter to see. Hey, this is me. You know, how fast is this thing going? I don't want this needle to be going like back and forth very quickly. Like, hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Crazily, I'm kind of looking for a nice gradual, kind of soft, going back and forth. I don't want this needle kind of going crazy. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and in the ratio, I felt like when I was going down too much. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in. I just wasn't getting enough sound of the compressor. I really like the way this compressor sounds, and I like the way it grips the audio. So I wouldn't always go with the higher ratio, but I just felt like I could hear it. I heard the compressor better, and I liked it. So I mean, and then hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in. Okay, well, and that's that. So now I have a de-esser and a compressor. So like potentially I would look into going some EQ, perhaps some multiband compression. We can go in to see what the multiband compression might do to this. For my multiband compression, I use the Mic DSP 404. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. You can see that with this plugin, I can really now shape the tone. I'm really doing some really heavy tone shaping. You can tell very, very much what it's doing when I have this limiter on. And so I'm just gonna find something that sounds good. You know, I don't have some music in the background to figure out what it is that I like, but I'm just gonna play around with it. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in. Okay, so I took a little bit of the mud out of the bottom range, made it a little bit more flat. And that's generally kind of what I do for my music. I kind of make the frequency spectrum sort of flat. I got a lot of bass going on. I got a lot of instruments occupying those ranges. So I feel like I can kind of push my vocals louder as if there's not, you know, as much in the, 200 to 1,000 kind of hertz range, a little bit in there. So that's what I did. You know, I applied some gain reduction in those places, and I like the way this is sounding. And I can tell, pretty easily that it kind of sounds like I've taken some of that bottom end out. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, Okay. So for cleaning this up more, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Obviously, there's a lot of background noise. How do you clean up a USB mic? I don't really know. Like, obviously, the recording process is something that you can't really get around, with reflection filters and pop filters and all that to get the cleanest kind of recording you can get is very, very important. I can still hear some S's, so I might try to clean that up a bit as well. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. And quickly, I'm just going to take all this off and bypass it so you can see what I've treated this vocal as a whole with. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Much easier to listen to. I might also look at now doing some SSL style EQ, perhaps, different style of EQ, if you'd like. And what I'm going to do is place this now before my compressor, because I'm going to EQ into the compressor. I want my EQ to still tame things as though I'm treating the audio as a whole, and I don't want to boost stuff up after the compressor. I'll show you the difference of putting this EQ before and after. But pushing into my compressor is going to react to that and keep the kind of volume level, as opposed to letting that if I push the top end really hard, letting it kind of getting out of control. It still kind of is able to control it without me kind of damaging my overall sound, because I'm pushing. If I push something 12 dB after my compressor's not reacting to it. Might be kind of harsh. So anyways, let me show you. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5. So that's before. I'm going to move this after the compressor. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, that doesn't help. Let me put it after the multiband compression too. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in. So you can see when I put this EQ after these compressors, that it actually starts to kind of crumble and become very brittle, and it's not that great. But if I were to slap this before, hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. My compressors are kind of keeping me controlled enough to where it's not super damaging. So I personally recommend keeping your EQ before your compressors, having your compressors react to the EQ changes, so that if you do have to work something drastic to get a sound that you like, then you're not destroying your audio. Again, here's after the compressors. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. And here's before the compressors. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Big difference. Okay. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah, I want to show you this. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and I'll go some colorful EQ just to bring things out if I like them, or maybe accentuate my voice in a type of way that could be pleasing. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't do too much more with this. Potentially some saturation at the end. You could use trash. You could use what's that? Iron. True iron. You can see what that does. I know this is a technique used by Baines to get a little bit of saturation. And then you can go into your effects and everything. But I think this is going to give you guys like a really good understanding and a really good starting place to have vocals that can be pushed very loudly and sound very pleasing. If I were to take off the clipper at the end. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5. I'm pretty happy with that result. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. As you can see, my levels are coming in right about -4, -5, -6 sometimes, peak level, dBFS, and yeah. Hey, this is me recording some audio for this demonstration. Hey, this is me recording some audio for... Yeah, it gives it a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more saturation on the low end. You could try stuff like that too. You could use even the ozone exciter. I've seen that being used. Bring some I don't know, grittiness and some life into different frequency ranges if you feel. But that is pretty much it for my demo. I'll leave you off by saying that I really like this approach. I think understanding what your audio signal is going to do at a clipped volume or a limited volume It'll be crucial to the fidelity of your track and understanding that, hey, you know, even if I push this really loudly, it's still going to sound good and pleasing to my ear. I think that has a lot of merit, and I think you guys should be doing this kind of techniques. I also just FYI do this for my drums. I'll slam my drums first, and then I'll affect my drums while it's slammed, so that I know what it's going to be like at a full volume and something. You know, I'll probably just leave it there. Like, why not just leave this clipper here? Like, now it's going to make my gain staging as it comes through. Deleted this here. Let me just embarrass myself real quick, and then I will show you that gain staging that I have. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what is like on Jupiter and Mars. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what is like on Jupiter and Mars. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what is like on Jupiter and Mars. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Now, obviously, my mic is clipping, and the mic is crap to begin with. So, I mean, this is not like a perfect demonstration because I'm not recording the best vocals ever. But there you, I mean, I just think it's dope. And then now you can see my gain staging. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Is such in a way that, like, I just feel like I have a lot of control. Like, it's the peak level is right where my fader is, so I know that if I bring it down to -12, my vocal, like the kind of the bulk of my vocal is kind of hitting around -12, and it's not like just the peak. You know, I just have more control. I have more control over what I'm doing, and I know it's pushed, and I know it's gonna be loud, and I know it's gonna be up front. Like, there's nothing wrong with being loud and up front. That's what people are trying to achieve. So I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of people are saying, yeah, don't limit, don't clip, and don't do this. Well, fuck that, dude. Bring your volumes up and push it so it's in your face, and make it sound good while it's in your face. Because if your drums and your vocals can't be up front in your face, maybe they don't sound good. You know, maybe you need to work on your vocals. Then you know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out my video. I thought this maybe would be really, really important to kind of outline some of these techniques and some of this kind of thought process, because ultimately I really think a lot of people will benefit from doing this and kind of seeing this type of process. And yeah, push your vocals into a limiter while you mix them. Push your drums into a limiter or a clipper. I'm gonna I use like G-Clip, just FYI, has 0 latency. So it's perfect to do this with. Push it into a clipper and then affect it from there. Bring it up and in your face. Make sure it sounds good while it's up and in your face. That's where that should be. You want your drums and you want your vocals to be sounding huge. You know, what's the point of making them really small? Sounding small. No point in that. Please, hey, you know, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I really do try my best to help you guys out. I just want to let you know also that I'm dropping a new album on January 3rd called The Rise of an Empire. I would really like to, if you would check it out and give me some feedback, let me know what you think about it. I'm going to be posting more on my Instagram at ill.rich, and I'll be making some shorts here on my YouTube channel. So please make sure you follow me, subscribe, and keep up with what I'm doing so that I can give you guys the best content. And I really look forward to continuing on and making some more videos for you. Right now I don't have too much. I'm trying to get ramped up and acclimated to being able to do this. But yeah, happy mixing. Make some dope tunes. Send some questions my way, please. I love helping people out and answering questions. Drop some comments, I'll answer them. Yeah, keep on keeping on. Thanks for watching.